meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-10 has been complied with and shall be entered into the minutes of this meeting.
Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood. Freeholder Barrett Volante.
Here.
Freeholder Kenny. Freeholder Polos. Freeholder Tamaro.
Here.
Freeholder Valenti.
Here.
Freeholder Director Rios.
Here. We have some recognitions.
And we have several this evening. First is recognizing November as Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month in Middlesex County. Next is recognizing the 100th anniversary of St. Stanislaus Kostka Church in Sayreville. Next is recognizing Robert Bader and Todd Howell of the Woodbridge Fire Department, Company Number 1, for 50 years of volunteer service. Next is recognizing the honorees of the Roberto Clemente Gala. Next is recognizing the David B. Crabeel Scholarship Foundation. And last is recognizing the 28th Annual Central Jersey Spinal Cord Association Dinner.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Freeholder Valente, seconded by Freeholder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Barrett Volante.
Yes.
Freeholder
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro.
Yes.
Freeholder Valenti.
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios.
Yes. We have presentations.
None this evening.
Okay. Correspondence.
Each freeholder has been provided with a list of correspondence received by the clerk's office since our last meeting. This correspondence will be kept on file in the office of the clerk of the board for reference.
Is there a motion to accept?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Freeholder Valente, seconded by Freeholder Tamaro. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Ordinances. And 4 by title only.
An ordinance authorizing the guarantee by the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, of the payment of principal of and interest on the Middlesex County Guaranteed Lease Revenue Refunding Bonds, Middlesex Regional Educational Services Commission projects, issued by the Middlesex County Improvement Authority in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $34 million in bonds issued for the purpose of refunding the outstanding and callable Middlesex County Guaranteed Lease Revenue Bonds, Middlesex Regional Educational Services Commission projects, Series 2008, and authorizing a public hearing thereon to be held Monday, November 17, 2014 at 7 p.m., authorizing publication thereof, consenting to such financing, and determining certain other matters in connection therewith.
Is there a motion to adopt on first reading?
Second.
Motion by Freeholder Valente, seconded by Freeholder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Barrett Volante.
Yes.
Freeholder
Yes.
Kenny. Freeholder Tamaro.
Yes.
Freeholder Valenti.
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios.
Yes. Reports of freeholders. Freeholder Charlie Kenny.
Thank you, Director. As you see on tonight's agenda, we have the ordinances that we approved for first reading. Favorable market out there for interest rates and reducing the original interest rates on those 2008 series bonds. We're going to be, instead of $34 million, we're going to be doing $29 million, and it's going to be a savings to the taxpayers of about $2.1 million. This money has helped finance projects for facilities for various special needs education projects throughout the county. And so, once again, using the county's AAA bond rating to guarantee these bonds. It's not an actual debt to us as the county. It's being run through the MCIA, if I'm correct. It's taking advantage of our AAA bond rating to make sure that they're able to have the lowest interest rate on these bonds, so everybody saves. And other than that, we're just looking at some different investment strategies going forward in the up and coming year to hopefully increase revenue into the county through our interest rates and other programs that are out there. That's all I have, Director. Thank you.
Thank you. Freeholder Charles Tamaro.
Charlie's up first.
I had an opportunity to participate in a National Public Lands Day event back on September 27th at the Ireland Brook Conservation Area in East Brunswick, and I'm happy to report a tremendous turnout. On that day, 31 volunteers turned out to collect over half a ton of debris, as well as 20 old tires. Without our volunteer groups, this type of large cleanup could not take place in such a short amount of time. Thank you for those who came out to help, and I'm always pleased that so many county residents are interested in volunteering to keep our open space lands clean and safe. I hope by your example, our next event will bring more volunteers. On October 25th, we will gather at the Fall Beach Sweep and clean up along the shore of the Raritan Bay. Please come out to the Old Bridge waterfront between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. To register and for directions, please contact Scott Myler at 732-745-3064 or check out our website. And starting this week, the offices of Parks and Recreation will begin the installation of new playground equipment at our Spring Lake Park in South Plainfield, Donaldson Park in Highland Park, and Mural Park in Woodbridge. This is the first phase of our commitment to safety and reliability of our playground equipment. Please excuse our appearance during construction, but we are doing this as much needed upgrades so we will provide our county residents with the best possible experience while they play in our parks. Signage will be posted before each of the playgrounds is closed for construction. If you have any questions, you can always call the Office Parks and Recreation at 732-745-3900, and they will provide you with update. I also want to speak about the fall foliage. You know, it's a great time of the year, and to see the foliage, especially around this area. You know, it's great to visit our 3.5 mile greenway, Middlesex County Greenway, that runs through Metuchen, Edison, and Woodbridge. It's a great way to see our, the change of colors. And on October 11th, I want to thank everybody who came out for the first annual 5K walk for the Hands of Hope Food Pantry, which I serve on the board of directors. I want to thank Mickey Gross. I don't see him here this evening, but he was a great partner in helping us to secure a lot of donations from different organizations. It was our first 5K, and unfortunately it rained, so half the runners who signed up didn't show up, but those that did had a good run at the scenic Roosevelt Park. I want to thank our Parks Department for providing the rangers and the help that to make it through that day. Our first 5K, we raised over $20,000. So help keep our food pantry with food for our clients. So thank you for all those that helped out. That's it, Freeholder Director.
Thank you, Freeholder Tamaro. Freeholder Blanquita Valenti.
Thank you, Freeholder Director. Tonight I will be highlighting a few things from our Office of Human Services. About 9 months ago, representatives from the mental health community met with Prosecutor Andrew Carey to discuss ways to foster collaboration between law enforcement and the mental health community. It was hoped that with more effective interaction, first, better linkages could be made between individuals with mental illness and available services, and second, injuries to officers and individuals with mental illness could be reduced. Excuse me. Since that original discussion, a committee of diverse representatives has been meeting to develop train the trainer materials to train Middlesex County law enforcement officers on mental health and developmental disability issues. Later this month, law enforcement representatives from all Middlesex County municipalities, including Rutgers University and Middlesex County College Police, will attend a 2-day train the trainer program at our Middlesex County Prosecutors Training Center in Edison. Following the 2-day program, they will train officers within their police forces. The Board of Chosen Freeholder commends the various partners involved for collaborating to develop and implement this innovative training. And from our Housing Division, each year, HUD evaluates the county efforts to address homelessness using a scale that can be used to track our efforts from year to year, as well as compare us with other counties and large cities in the state and nationally. I am pleased to share that Middlesex County's most recent evaluation netted the second highest score in the state, with Middlesex County exceeding the national average by 5 points. Scoring particularly high were our point-in-time event, which records the number of homeless people in the county on a given night and our compliance with reporting requirements. I've been involved with that for several years, and it's really incredible. This evaluation reflects the commitment of the county and its many partners to eliminate homelessness. I want to thank everyone involved, particularly Coming Home and our Public Housing Agency Director, Melissa Bellamy, for their hard work and dedication. And that's my report,
Thank
Director.
you, Freeholder Valenti. Freeholder Deputy Director Carol Barrett-Palante.
Thank you, Director. Middlesex County is always looking to improve and enhance the services offered to our residents and to embrace the latest technology so that we can perform our jobs better. So tonight, I am thrilled to be able to introduce to you our new, robust, and easy-to-use county website. Did I hear a great? For the past several months, employees from throughout the county have been hard at work, developing a site that connects Middlesex County government and all of its programs and services to the people we represent. Emphasis was placed on presenting the information in a clear, crisp way that is easily accessible and comprehensive. Many of the features have not been used by any other local, county, or even state entities. Essentially, what you will get a glimpse of tonight is a vibrant online presence for the county, one that will lead to a completely new, easier way of doing business with the county. I hope you will all enjoy learning from this presentation and for exploring our new website. That's
Thank you, Deputy Director, and hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be here tonight to introduce to you the county's new, robust, and very interactive website. My name is Stacy Bersani. I'm Director of the Office of Communication, and I have the privilege of showing you what I believe is just a mind-boggling website that you will really enjoy working with, and that will really meet the needs of our public. Each time a user comes to the site for the first time, they will be presented with a single fact about the county before we even get into the site, kind of offering a glimpse into what they're about to get to. Here's our new site in all its robust color and vibrancy. From the home page, though it may look simple, clean, and crisp, which was exactly what we were looking for, there are many ways to navigate from here and to get to so many or all of our programs and services. What you see scrolling across right now are images highlighting some of the features that are going on now in the county, that may have just occurred in the county, or will be coming up. These features will be changed as needed as news items come down the pike. And if a user does click on that black box anywhere, they will receive more information about what that picture signifies. Let's take a tour of the site. We're going to start at the navigation bar that runs along the bottom of the page, which, as you know, most navigation starts at the top. We like the bottom because it grounded it, and you'll see what happens when we go to, let's say, About Middlesex. Simply clicking will bring up a summary of what you're about to find. Here, in About Middlesex, we'll get an overview of the county, its culture, its art, its history, its transit system, and one of the most unique features are real-time statistics and demographics that are GIS-based mapped, meaning you can go to a map of the county, click on a specific city or town, and get the demographic information for that area. Let's move on to residents. When you click here, again, you will see a list of the more frequent topics that we believe our residents will need. But if you go just one click down, say in the family and children section, you'll get an inventory of all the services and programs that are available in different categories, whether it be education, mental health, or support programs. Returning to the top for a second, we're going to go into the business world. Here you'll see what we call a landing page, meaning that as you scroll down, many of these elements will get you to other places within the site. You'll see again on the left-hand side the same list that we saw in the summary, and then at the very top on the right-hand side are the most requested. This list will change as our users use the site and become more familiar with the technology and the tools that are at their fingertips. As they come, as sites or pages become more popular, they will then populate this list. Directly under that is a photo and a unique fact about the county. If you scroll down to the middle of the page, you'll see what we deem as or call a rotator. Each of those 4 photos represent things that you can also click on to receive even more information. Let's click on bid opportunities. When we built the business site, we built it for 2 audiences. Those businesses that are here doing business within, or actually 3 audiences. Those doing business now, those we want to attract to the county to bring not only their business but their jobs, and the third are the businesses who want to do business with the county, whether they be an engineering firm looking for a project or what have you. Here's our purchasing portal, which after you have registered, you'll be able to online see all the bidding opportunities that are available to you, and then once the bids have been rewarded, you can come back to this page to see what the results were. Scrolling back up, or back to the business page, I'm sorry, let's scroll down. At the bottom of each landing page, you will see our freeholder board. It is here where you can see, or you can connect to them. Simply clicking on their name will bring you to a page with their profile, and then there will be a button as to which you can connect with them via email. Let's go back up to the top and see what Visitors has to offer. Here you'll see a pop-down menu, and again, you'll see how we went for just another audience that we want to attract to the county. Say you're a Rutgers fan, or you have a child at Rutgers, but you don't live anywhere here. Coming to this site will allow you to see what arts and culture, what points of interest, what hotels, restaurants, and other sites you may want to visit while you're here. Again, we are going to embrace the technology that GIS mapping affords us, and you'll be able to click on it in real time and find out what's there. Now I want to go back to the home page and talk about some of the more unique and some of my favorite features of this entire site. You saw how easy it was to navigate down into those pages. Maybe 2-3 clicks and you're at the information you need. You can make it even simpler. If there's one thing you want to come to the site for, we have a very prominent search bar at the very top of the page. Let's search for voting information for argument's sake tonight. By doing that, you're brought up almost instantly a search results page. Let's click on the top search, and there you have our county clerk election site. Not only does this page carry information about the office itself, but it also gives you the deadlines of the various elections, information on our new vote by mail system, and other tools that you may need as a voter in Middlesex County. Let's go back to the top. And perhaps let's go back to the home page. To the very bottom and to the right, you'll see the How Do I feature. Clicking on this will bring you a menu of action items. Perhaps you want to get tickets to see the plays in the park. Go to the link, and you're brought directly to the Plays in the Park website. Maybe. There we go. Here's where you can find what the box office policies are, what the upcoming plays are, dates, times, and all the rules and fun facts about the plays in the park. Let's go back to that How Do I feature. And perhaps you want to register to take skating lessons at the family rink in Roosevelt Park. Here you'll see an article page. The reason I brought you here is because not only do you get information about the skating rink itself, you also get information about the parties that you can hold or the skates you can rent, the admission prices and times. Each article page, as you go through the site, you will notice a number of items that we really thought about to serve our public. First off, we know that we live in one of the most diverse counties in the nation. Not just New Jersey, but in the nation. So we've added a feature at the very top of the page. If you hover over the icon for the translator, you'll see a number of languages listed. Let's click on Korean for tonight. And instantly the entire site will be translated into Korean so that anybody who uses that language as their first language will be able to read the information there. Let's switch back to English. Knowing that our population is very diverse, we also added another feature icon at the top called text size. By going here, you can change the actual size of the text on the page. Let's go to the largest, and you see automatically it'll pop it so it's more easily read. One of the other features that we've included here is that we are very aware of our 21st century tech-savvy residents. So, say this is a page that has information you want, but you don't want to keep coming back to the page. You could print it out, or you can share it with Facebook, put it on Twitter, or email it to a friend or to yourself. Let's go back out to the home page one more time. Once again, we're showcasing the county's vibrancy and its life and all the best assets that we have. We know that the county government, in serving 815,000 people, could never do that alone. So we always have partnerships. If you go into the government tab, you'll see directories and listings for contact information for federal and state offices, for our municipalities, and if we click on the municipalities tab now, you'll see a clickable map. You can actually click on the name of the town or within the map or on the side there. Let's pick one of the towns now, and you'll be directed right to that town's website. Let's go back to that page for just 1 second, and then back out to the home page. Now I want to introduce to you one of the features that I love most about this site. How many of us actually sit at a desk or a laptop all the time? Most times I see people searching the website, they're on their smartphones. The county embraced this and decided to go for a responsive design feature, meaning that if you take this screen and you want to see it on your cell phone, it will automatically adjust to any electronic device that you would access the internet with. So let's see what that looks like. Here's your view of what it would look like on a smartphone. As you can see, the horizontal nature has now gone vertical. Every button, every feature, every function that is available on the desktop version is also available via phone, and when you pull it out, in the tablet format. That's all I have for this evening. I don't know if anybody here had anything to add. I know that they've had some time to look at the site. And that's it. Yes, Freeholder Kenny.
I just want to say great job to all those involved.
Thank you. There are a lot of people from across the county who were involved and very dedicated to this project.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really.
I think it's a commendable job by everyone involved. I mean, it's really a guy like me that's not so computer savvy. It's easy for a guy like me to use as well, but I mean, it's really concise and you could reach any part of government. So kudos to all involved. Thank you for a great job.
Thank you.
Okay, I would just like to make some comments. September 20th, I attended a Veterans Forum in Woodbridge, hosted by Senator Vitale, and he does this every year, and it's a great forum. Many people get involved in it. The county's obviously involved in showing our veterans what services are available or agencies are available for their help, whether they're active military people or out of the military for many, many years, and I think it's a great forum, and again, that's to me, that's an important service that's provided to our veterans. I had the opportunity to attend yesterday the Employee Recognitions Award ceremony that we had at the Fire Academy, and it's recognizing all our employees and retirees for their milestones that they reach, whether it be 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, and the retirees. And as I expressed to them, we work for the public, we serve the public, and it's a great team effort by all the employees, and they do a great job. And it's just a way of saying thank you for a job well done. I had a meeting yesterday with the acting president of the State Theater, Warren Zimmerman, and he advised me that there's a documentary movie that will be played at the State Theater for free, and it's based on a true story about a veteran who suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and who was on the brink of suicide. And through his love and adoration for horseback riding, it brought him back and into a better life. So they did this documentary on it, and it's going to be a movie played at the State Theater. Coincidentally, it's going to be on Veterans Day, November 11th, and it's a free program that's offered by them. So I encourage anyone that's maybe interested in seeing it. I'm sure it'll be worth your while to visit and see. Okay, Mr. Kelso, any resolutions to be added?
There are none.
Any resolutions to be amended?
There are none.
Any to be held?
There are none.
Any to be voided?
There are none.
This time I'd like to open the meeting to the public on anyone that would like to speak on any resolutions that are listed on the agenda. Anyone?
Move to close the public portion.
Second.
Motion to close by Freeholder Tamaro, seconded by Freeholder Valente. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Mr. Kelso.
I have one resolution
Oh, I'm
to call for
sorry.
a separate vote. It'll be 1828.
Anyone else that needs resolutions to be removed from the agenda? Mr. Kelso?
I guess, Freeholder Director, a motion would then be in order to adopt a consent agenda consisting of resolution numbers 14-1813 through resolution 14-1910, excluding resolution 14-1828 to be voted upon separately.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Freeholder Valente, seconded by Freeholder Tamaro. Roll call.
Freeholder Barabante?
Yes.
Freeholder Kenny? Freeholder Tamaro?
Yes.
Freeholder Valente?
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios?
Yes.
Now, Director, it would be appropriate to consider the resolution 14-1828, which was excluded by Freeholder Tamaro.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Freeholder Valente, seconded by Freeholder Kenny. Roll call.
Freeholder Barabante?
Yes.
Freeholder Kenny?
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro?
President not voting?
Freeholder Valente?
Yes.
Freeholder Director Rios?
Yes. This time I'd like to open the meeting to the public for anyone that would like to speak on anything. Please state your name and address.
Good evening, members of the board. I'm Charles Cradaville from New Brunswick. I wanted to ask about a project going on in my city, the Middlesex County Bikeway project. Is there anybody here who could indicate the time frame for when the project should be complete and the total cost of it?
Field Director.
Ralph, if you can, or Charlie, you can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anticipated completion date, because you never like to give a date, because you know that date will never hold to the date, sometime in November 2015. The total cost is almost $7 million, and 90% of it is being paid through the federal government.
Okay, thank you for that. I think that if we're spending that much money, we should be getting a better value from our contractors. Want to know, what is the county doing about the large piles of loose bricks that have been left all over downtown New Brunswick as part of this project?
Well, they're finishing installing within the next couple of days, and what's ever left over will be taken away.
So by this time next week, the
Well,
bricks will be gone?
Should be, yes.
Okay. And am I correct that
Weather permitting, of course.
and am I correct that the Johnson & Johnson property lost some trees as part of this
But
project?
the project had nothing to do with those trees being removed.
There's nothing to do with
Right,
the county?
didn't- Right,
Yeah.
county did nothing to those trees.
Okay. Well, I look forward to completion of the bike lane.
So
Hope
do I.
to ride it one day. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else in the public?
I move to close the public portion.
Second.
Motion by Freeholder Tamaro, seconded by Freeholder Valente. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
Motion to adjourn by Freeholder Valente, seconded by Freeholder Tamaro. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.